What it do, YouTube? What it do? It's your boy June Heat here with another rendition of Heat TV. It's the second week in a row. I'm not in the best of moods, not in a bad mood, but not in a good mood either. So this show is going to attempt to help the single people, or the people who are just now about to enter a relationship. Uh, this episode is dealing with some things that you might want to stay away from if you want a successful relationship, or you want to start off on the right foot, if you will. Of course, you know the sidekick is finna be, he's finna come. But yeah, man. 5 things. Well, it's probably more than 5, I'm gonna say, but some things are better yet, or better left unsaid or undone as far as relationships. And I will explain that. Hold on, let me fire up the sidekick. A little small today, but I get paid in a minute, so. But yeah, some shit is better left unsaid, untouched, as far as relationships goes. So here are some things you might want to steer away from. I mean, if you want to do it, to each his own. The first thing is dealing with exes. Like when you meet somebody, the best thing for you to do is to not inquire about the exes. Like they should know about your exes, and you should know about theirs. The reason behind that is like because in the beginning stages, relationships, people will ask you, "Oh, what happened in your last relationship, or what happened that you single, and blah blah blah." Don't answer that unless you're gonna give the human perspective and put your faults out there, the things you did wrong or could have did better. If you're not gonna do that, then don't even mention it, and don't ask about theirs, because a person can play that role. They can play it good as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Until they get what they want, or get what they want as many times as they want, or whatever their intentions is. So when you ask somebody about their exes, first thing they gonna do is point out everything that person did wrong. And this goes especially for women. I'm sorry, women, but y'all are the ones that do this the most. A man asks you why you single, first thing you can do is tell him all the bad things the nigga was doing. Don't say nothing about what you did, what you could have did better. That don't work. at all. Cause like I said, a person will pretend to be the opposite of what you say what what you say your ex is. They'll pretend that whole time to just be that in actuality. And once that shit gets too fiery in their spirit, it's over. They gonna start being themselves. That's why it's best to be yourself from the beginning, and don't try to be better than somebody's ex. Like me personally, the reason I don't tell many people about my exes, one in particular, may Lord rest her soul, my ex fiance, well, my late fiance. I mean, she runs circles around the whole woman race. And she died at 23. She was better then than all the females now. So I try not to mention her because I don't want nobody to feel bad or inadequate. So I don't mention all the fun and like we literally only had one argument in 2.5 years. One argument in 2.5 years. Just let that sink in. And the argument was because I was being an asshole towards her father because he didn't like me for some reason. Well, I knew some of the reasons, but he didn't like me, so I had the attitude like, man, fuck that motherfucker, man, and da 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 da. And we got to arguing about that, but we made up, and eventually it was us against the world. Like we didn't care about each other, family, like, or who cared that we was together. We were just gonna be together, and that was it. You know what I'm saying? This woman gave me 6 figures cash, 22nd birthday. A lot of women here won't give you 2 figures, 3 figures, 4 figures. The woman gave me 6 figures. I'm not gonna get the exact numbers because, like I said, I don't want to make nobody feel inadequate. But she helped me out with my dreams. I helped her out with her dreams. Like we was perfect for each other. Like we was perfect for each other. But she's gone now, so and then me having to deal with that, I made it my point not to mention her too many. I mention her, you know what I'm saying, but I don't go into details of what the relationship entailed and everything that went on and blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to make nobody feel bad or inadequate. So that's why I say it's probably a good idea to keep your exes to yourself. You know what I'm saying? As far as talking about them and what they did and how they did and some of the stuff they did, like what happened in that relationship don't work in this relationship. Me personally, I don't even consider her my ex because we didn't get a chance to finish. You know what I'm saying? She passed away. So it is what it is. But stay away from telling folks about your exes, man. The second thing is breaking the cycle. A lot of people be caught in cycles. They don't even know it. You know what I'm saying? They going round and round and round and round and round and round. Circle of toxicity. You know what I'm saying? They just do the same things over and over. You got to break the cycle. You want different results. You got to do different shit, different things. For real. Well, you can't just keep going. You can't treat every person that you get with like the last or like the one before. You have to do stuff different if you want different results. Now, I'm not saying if you doing something that got you in a relationship and is keeping you in a relationship, and you in a long standing relationship, you in love, then by all means keep doing that stuff. But if that person is your ex, if you have an ex and you go to the next relationship doing the same shit, it's not gonna work. We are individuals for a reason. You can't treat every person the same. Me personally, I would never treat any two women the same, because it all depends on your mind frame and the things where you at in life and the things you think about, the things you hold important in your life. You know what I'm saying? Which leads me to number 3. Don't ever. Cause see, some people have a problem with arrogance and narcissism, so they think they just the prize of it all. So they can go in to a relationship and do the same exact shit they did for the last dude or the last female and think it's just gonna work just because they're them. You know what I'm saying? Nah, it don't work like that. I never ever will treat two women the same. That's just me. You shouldn't. Now you should strive to do better and be better. So by you trying to do the same shit, it all don't equal up because it'll end up coming back blowing up in your face. Because why you trying to treat that person the same as you treated so and so and so and so, so and so and so like this for this how much time or you know what I'm saying? Just a little petty eddy shit. But it turns out like you can't do that. You can't bring the same habits and the same shit from the last shit just because I'm a good man or I'm a good woman. Nah. Everybody changes, everybody grows, everybody learns. So if you ain't doing nothing different in your new relationship than your last, you might want to prepare to have a new one. Moving on. One more thing I'm gonna say. A man and a woman, and I'm just speaking because I'm heterosexual, so I don't know how others' sexualities work, but with a man and a woman, to me, only shit that matter about you being a woman to me is your body, the fact that you was born with a vagina, and I love vagina. I love breasts. I love thick thighs. I love ass. Like that's the extent of you being a woman that turns me on. You get what I'm saying? Other than that, we can be human towards each other. Like, let's hang. Let's not be in relationship mode 24/7, 365. Because when you do that, you don't allow yourself a break. Suffice to say, and this goes for men and women, you have to sometimes take a break, a furlough from being a gender. I'm going to say it again. You have to take a furlough from being a gender. That's why a lot of people be so stressed. And I learned that from just observing people, observing different types of people. I can speak from a man's point of view. I'm not trying to think about having to provide and all that shit all day, every day. Like sometimes I want to be friend. I want to say what the fuck on my mind. I want to, you know what I'm saying, discuss some other world shit. You know what I'm saying? Every day is not relationship time. When people learn that, a lot of relationships will get better. Because you be stuck in this man role, she's stuck in this woman role, and only time y'all have fun is when you fucking. Like, that'd be the only fun. And I revert back to my late fiance I was just speaking about. Like, she loved wrestling just like I do. So we was always there watching wrestling. We was at a wrestling event. She loved concerts. We was always at concerts, shows. You know what I'm saying? That was what we did. She loved long drives. So that's just how our dynamic of what we like. She loved to ride and sing and talk and just smoke. You know what I'm saying? That was our pastimes. So like, and that made it more fun because of the fact that she was a woman that liked it 50-50, straight down the middle. She didn't want no man taking care of her. She wanted to put her money in and be put my money in, and once everything paid, we can buy each other gifts. And that made it more special. That made the gifts more great. You know what I'm saying? It's just, like it was just, it made sex more fun, because when we finally was into each other, we was into each other always. We had a fiery chemistry, but when it was finally time for us to kiss, hug, it was so much electric there because we could be friends. You know what I'm saying? We was real deal best friends. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't no, like, she loved basketball, she loved cars, she loved guns. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I'm saying, certain shit, you know what I'm saying, that made us not have to be in that mode all the time. You feel me? Like, sometimes it's good to be outside of the relationship and just enjoy each other as two people who genuinely love each other's spirit and energy. You feel me? Like, sometimes it needs that. Like, you can't force yourself to be in relationship mode all day because it would drain you. Thinking about if he or she is cheating on you, or if they doing what they supposed to be. Like, nah, you can't stay in that mind all day. Like, you can't. Like, at some point, y'all have to have a kinship, a partnership. Like, you can't just be in that mode all day, every day. It's gonna be the doom of you. But yeah, just felt like spreading my opinion once again. Uh, this is June Heat. I may do another show. I'm not sure. I might have got to charge my phone and all this stuff, but I may do another show about breaking cycles. And I will definitely, that is definitely the next show, breaking cycles, break your cycle. So once I do that, then yeah. But this has been June Heat, Heat TV. another episode. Things to avoid when starting a relationship. Y'all be good.